And Rodriguez is the one with the opening goal here in this game.
Oh, yes!
Hello and welcome back to another episode as part of the Corners of Europe Challenge, and welcome back to Las Palmas, where in today's episode we have got two games coming up, both in the league, and both should be really nice games for us. It's the first full day of games that we'll have, and it's against two teams who we want to be looking today to try and pick up 6 points against, and if we do, that would be really, really good for us at this point in the season. If we go and take a look at how we are doing, obviously we're still in the 19th place, as you can see down there, but to be honest, I don't think we've been doing too bad in the last few games. There's been some encouraging signs. So since last time, we've had 2 losses, 2 wins and a draw. A 2-2 draw against Espanyol. We thought we had a late winner, but we just switched off, and Espanyol got themselves a late goal there. We had a loss to Real Betis here, but then at home we took advantage of that fact and got 2 massive wins against Athletic Bilbao and also against Villarreal, which included a 4-2 win here, an incredible attacking display, and also a 3-0 win with a Erziarana hat-trick. He's playing better, let's put it that way. He's playing much better now, and hopefully he can continue to do that. We had a game just now against Valencia. Obviously Valencia have turned into one of the best teams in the whole world, potentially. They've got some great players. We played against them last year, I think it was, with in the league phase, it might have been. Yeah, as you can see here, and we just beat them 1-0, so you can clearly see it's quite a tough game, but I think we played quite well, so there's definitely encouraging signs that we're starting to play better. As you can see, Luke Hume scored, very, very good play. Looks like the Kane regen. He got his goals, but today we have 2 games coming up. The first against Oviedo, as you can see here, at home, 16th place team, so if we get a win we would be able to overtake them, and then after that we go away to Malaga, who sit right at the very bottom on 1 point, which is crazy because 2 years ago they won 2 years ago they won the Conference League. So don't know what's going on with them, but big day for us today. We could go 13 points in 12, which is obviously not the best start, but whilst everyone's still settling in, I think it morale when we inherit a new job like this. Obviously, Las Palmas didn't do too bad last year, but the morale was a bit all over the place. Expectations and just things like that can have an impact. There was zero morale issues, even the morale issue with, if you remember, with Pedraza, as you can see here, we've sold him now, so he's dropped his issue. But people want game time and a new deal. This guy, I don't know what is going on with him. I wanted to offer him a new contract, but he says he's very interested, but does not want to consider a renewal of terms at this time. This is because any new contract would be unable to offer an increase upon his current contract length. So he's just done that. He's complained that he wants a new deal, but we can't give him a new deal. So I just don't understand it. I think the morale stay good even after that Valencia loss. I think we will bounce back and hopefully get some results today. I don't think these two, the other players. Beltran is a decent player actually. I think he has got a few minutes in him, and he's played here quite a few years. He's come through the academy, so he's a very capable player. And then Samuel Barua, who I'm not too sure if he'll get many minutes. We'll have to think about. He doesn't look like the worst player. Potentially could give him a few minutes just to stop his issues, but he's a Barcelona academy graduate. Not the best player that we have, but we definitely could consider him. We said we'd give him a loan move because that's realistic, and I think that's the potential. And the tactics now we're setting in. You'll see that in the game. Let's go and play the first one against Oviedo. So the team for this game against Oviedo at the Estadio de Gran Canaria, the first game we've played here on the channel, and it's an incredible stadium, by the way. It's like a massive, the stands are like dead kind of flat almost. It's 30,000 seats or something like that in Gran Canaria, Canary Islands. Obviously teams will have to travel very far to get here, but also the away fans will have lots of dedication when they have to come and travel. If we go and take a look, 32,000 seater there, as you can see. Very, very nice stadium. It goes very high. It's like Camp Nou, but a little bit more sloped. It's got no roof. Very, very nice. I am a big fan of it, and you'll see it in the thumbnails as well. We start with Barrio Nuevo in goal, who, by the way, his name literally translates to new neighborhood. That's literally what those like barrio means neighborhood, or I don't know if there's a better word, but probably neighborhood is the best way. And then nuevo means new in Spanish because I do speak a decent level of Spanish, and that's I don't know. I think he's Argentinian, not Spanish, but they do obviously have got Spanish descent. The rest of the team anyway starts with Saiz, Moral, Gilia, and Diaz. He comes into the team today. We've got a midfield. It's changed around of Espinoza, Arroyo, and Rodriguez. Armich on the left, Beltran on the right, and Ertiarana up top. Kick-off here in this game against Oviedo. I think it's an important game for us. You know, we're playing it. I think we are playing good football now. I wouldn't lie and say that we are if we're not. But in the last few games, I've seen promising signs because at the start we haven't started well, but we have to settle in and we have to give us these few seasons. As I say, La Liga is so competitive, and we have to expect that will be the case. But the attacking football we've been playing, you know, 7 or 8 goals in our last 3 games, something like that, and even in our last 5 games, 9 goals. We're playing much better now. The instructions for some players is the triangles are still there. How it looks for us, I know we can't see now. I don't know if there's a thing I want to change really in terms of here. It might just be I could go and change out this formation down here. Now the triangles we make here, the fullback, the midfielder there, and then it's basically the same as Shakhtar, to be honest. We've got Armich, who has been instructed to sit inside. He's sitting inside because his runs down that side are quite unique. I've never seen a player have that profile. Potentially Rodrigo is the only player we've ever seen to have that. We've got Diaz, Royo, and Beltran down this right side. Now the right winger, we haven't really had one who's been nailed on, but we're giving Beltran the minutes here to see how he does. Them three down that right side have been, you know, they've started to gel. I hope they start to gel, but it's on the left where a lot of the good players definitely coming from. Royo has been playing in a bit more of an advanced role, and then but he's dropped back today. Espinosa's a good player in that gap there, but then in the hole, it adds an extra player who can contribute to those triangles. We have the 2 triangles, 1 striker. There's a mistake here at the back. Harana's in. He's put it wide. Oh my days, there's just little things like this. There's little mistakes that we're doing. That's been a problem for us. Just little things that we really shouldn't be having an issue with. We've been having problems with, and it's something that needs to be worked on here in this game. What a boring game it's been. We've had a lot of chances, not a lot of possession. If I can show you the stadium, by the way, we'll have one more highlight in this game, even if we do or not, is the question we'll have to see. Is this actually surely not going to be a 0-0 here? I've not even had a chance to make the changes. We'll go and make them here. If this is the case, might go to 3 games, or if we have a very good game in the second, then I guess that would account for it. We'll go and make all these changes. Not Pedraza, we don't want Pedraza. We'll ring on Alonso, and we'll make a few more. Diaz off. Diaz is a player who he believes in himself quite a lot, and if he thinks he's a decent player, we'll give him that time. He's got a new contract as well, but it also means Huerta, who's come on this right side, doesn't get as many minutes. But if he thinks he's all right, he's all right. Rodriguez with a free kick, it goes over. Look at this stadium here, how nice it rises. Really nice stadium that we come to here. Is there a late goal here in our first game at home? Arana is on the pitch actually, and Gilia is on the pitch. 195 centimeters, I think. Is he right there? It's Moral and Arana who are there. Can I click off them? There we go. It's Paz from the left side. He's going to look to play a ball in. Who's going to get on the end of it and win this header near post? Moral is in there. He's not able to do anything. It falls out to Espinoza, and it's just stuff like that that's been a problem for us. It definitely has. We're not going to come away with a win. That's quite frustrating, really. But I guess there's signs of things to come. We've made a lot of chances. What a boring game. And the team for this game against Malaga, no changes from the one of last time out. Starts with Barrenueva in goal. We've got a backline of Saiz, Moral, Gilia, and Diaz. Espinoza, Royo in the middle, Armich, Rodriguez, and Beltran on the in this line here, and then we got Arana up top. Kick off here in this game against Malaga, who have just signed new managers, so hopefully it's a case of that the new manager is not settled in very well, and we can go and get a result here. The last game, I don't know what happened. I thought we attacked well, but we just couldn't put our chances away. And we start to think about players who we could potentially bring in, the types of players who we want to bring in, where we go and strengthen it. It's probably more. I mean, Arana, 32 years of age. How much more can we get out of him? We were with him when he was a young player. Obviously, now he's developed into clearly quite a good player over the last few years, but he's just not putting his chances away. Whether that's to do with him as a striker, the servers behind him, or maybe just the team overall is not bonding very well. I don't know, but in the last few games we've been much better. He did score a hat trick and 2 goals in another, but in a last game like that, those are chances he really has to be putting away. We have to really expect him to do so, and he hasn't. Here in this game, we've got a lot of possession, early chances, but is he going to create anything for himself? We'll have to see, but we really need to go and get a result here. 3 points here, as it stands, would take us into around 15th place. We have a really good goal difference because it's mainly been narrow losses, which has been a problem for us. I think defensively we've not been too bad, to be honest. It's just, as I say, attacking wise, we've not been good. Little mistakes, like little mistake there, as you've just seen how we give away that ball. It's just these little things which will come in time, definitely, as the team continues to gel together. But there's a time which is coming up quite soon, where we start to have our doubts. We said a mid-table finish is what we'd like to do this year, and then next year try and challenge for those top 6 spots, and then the year after we have to be getting into those top 6 spots. But if we have slip-ups in that path, then it's going to make it a little bit tougher, and these games like this doesn't help. Obviously I've not had my own transfer window and stuff like that, so I think that will be helpful. But with this team that I've got, I would obviously like to get that mid-table finish, and it's something I still think we can achieve. There's signs that we can do it, but now we just need to go out and do it at the end of the day. Let's have a look here. Some chances. Diaz finds Espinoza here, and Espinoza takes it out wide. The triangle down this right side, it's Royo, Espinoza, and down this right side, Beltran. Not the how it should go, really. Arana in the middle. Can he put it away? He's not able to. It falls to Rodriguez with a bicycle kick, and that's pretty poor. Pretty poor in the end from him. No idea why he's gone for that there, but I guess he has. Obviously, we play quite a positive mentality. Really, just want to go at teams. Really be creative. We don't want to deny Spanish football of that creative element. Just some of the best teams have come from, and the best attacking teams have come from Spanish football. That the prime Barcelona and Real Madrid. These days you've got Real Sociedad and Bilbao, who are two really exciting teams to watch. And we wouldn't want to make a team that robs Spain of that element, because we take that into European football. Teams will have to set up accordingly because of that, and teams will fear that. It's a very competitive league, and we have to get up to the standards of these other teams. Teams that we've beaten. I think we've beaten like every team. We've beaten Valencia, we beat Real Sociedad, we beat Valencia twice, both in Tromso and with with Shakhtar in behind. Arana's in for 1-0. He's put it wide, and these are the chances he has to put away. He cannot be finishing. He cannot be missing chances like that and not finishing them. How has he put that wide? I don't know. Maybe we have to keep him on his toes, and potentially, I think I'm going to do it. I'm going to move Beltran up to striker, see how he does. We've got a few young players as well who have been eyeing up in terms of getting into the first team squad, and potentially could have that role. I think it's something that we need to do. We cannot be affording to lose games like this because we're not scoring goals. It's not good at all. My teams do not not score goals. They have to be scoring goals, and it's poor here. On track for another 0-0, and it's not because of our poor defensive work. A lot of times it could be because of poor defensive work. It's because of our really bad attacking displays that we're putting in. We've been good in 2 games. Can we get a goal here? Alonso out wide to Diaz on this right side. Can he look to play a ball, and he beats his man, squares it in, back post. Armic is there. It's in. It's gone in, and Rodriguez is the one with the opening goal here in this game. Massive goal for us. It's a header, a pretty scuff shot, but luckily in the end it's gone in, and finally we get a goal. Obviously I'm complaining about how we're not attacking, but when a goal comes, of course I'm going to celebrate it. Of course I'm going to be happy, because it's clearly taken a lot for us to get those goals. We currently move into just outside the relegation. Really should have done a bit more in that first game, but it looks like we're going to come away with the result here. It'll be good for the morale, and now we need to go and build on this in tomorrow's episode. But the full-time whistle goes here, and it's our first goal as well, our first goal on the channel here with Las Palmas. So once again, thank you for watching. If you did enjoy that video, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'll leave you with this so tune, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Thank you. Bye bye.